sitting around all day,
Okay,
just
so
talking to
first
the
of all,
camera.
I want to apologize
that
that this
I
video
said
is
I
coming out
liked
so late in the
this
day.
is going nowhere.
What do I want
Sitting
to talk
around
about?
all day,
And
just talking to
then
the camera, and nothing
I went and
that
ran some
I said
errands,
I liked.
and
I was
some of the
like,
people I
this is
talked to
going
were really
nowhere.
nice.
What do I want to talk about?
I was just scrolling through my news feed, and I saw a lot of people who were complaining on like Facebook and stuff about things going on in their lives, and it inspired me to make this video about how to be happy, or how to make yourself happy. So I think it's really important to be able to make yourself happy, because if you can't make yourself happy, then I'm not gonna say if you can't make yourself happy, no one can, because that's obviously not true. There's like a million people in the world who make me happy. But I think it's important to make yourself happy, because you're not always gonna have someone that you can like call, or who is going to like be sitting right next to you to like make you happy or make you smile. And so it's important to just have a happy, to try to make your spirit more happy. So I have a few things that I do to make myself happy, and so I wanted to share those with you guys. So the first thing I do to make myself happy is I look for the good in all situations. And sometimes it's easier said than done, but truly trying to just find the good no matter what the situation is. I know in a lot of situations that I've been in, they've been seemingly very grim and sad and kind of hopeless, which sounds dramatic, but it makes it so much easier to handle things like that when you can see the good in it. Whether the good in it is a lesson that you can learn from it later down the line, or how this will positively impact your life after everything's said and done. But that's really important. The next thing is to be grateful in all situations, or for all situations. So this kind of goes hand in hand with the previous one, but it can be so easy to get in a bad situation and just complain. Or I know people who are in great situations and they can find the littlest things to complain about, and it's so easy to be like, oh, this sucks, like I hate this, blah blah blah, and just be stuck in such a negative mindset. And it's important to be to look for the good in it, or not to look for the good, to be grateful for it, because honestly, I believe everything happens for a reason. So if you're in a bad situation right now, I think that is preparing you for something else in the future, whether it be a lesson that you learn from this about how to go forward in the future, or even just to teach you how to handle hard situations. So like just little stuff like that. And so I think it's so important to be grateful in all situations, and not just in like the bad things, just being grateful for everything. Truly, it makes you a more humble person, and it makes you happier, which is what this video is all about. But it's just in like even the simplest things, by saying thank you for something. If somebody does something, even so like something so trivial, you say thank you, and it not only does it show that person that you are grateful for what they've done for you, but it also gives you a moment to reflect on that somebody has done something for you that they didn't have to do, and for that you should be grateful, and showing your gratitude actually makes you a happier person. The next thing kind of goes with the other two, and it's just understanding the purpose of something. And sometimes you don't understand it while you're going through it, but just knowing that whatever is happening, whether it's good or bad, has a purpose in your life, can do so much to make you happier, just because it makes you know that like nothing you're going through is like in vain, kind of. It's not just because, it's not you know, just for looks and show. It's all for a purpose, whether it's good or bad. It all has a reason. The next thing is to smile. And oh my goodness, this is the most cliche thing I've ever said in my life. But actually smiling makes me happier. Like, even if something is going crazy, terribly wrong, I'm just like, oh, and then smile about it. And then, like, after I smile, literally my whole body relaxes. Even if it's just a little bit, my whole body relaxes. I'm like, okay, things are going to be okay. And it really, really helps. So smiling, it's an amazing thing. Also, if you smile at other people, 90% of the time I found people will smile back, and it's such a good feeling when you smile at somebody and they smile back, because I have been in a lot of situations where I have like looked up and somebody's looking at me, and it could be a potentially awkward situation. But if you just smile at them, most of the time they'll smile back, and it's such a good feeling to know that, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, I think little stuff like that is cool. Like when like me and another human being like share like a connection, even if it's just for a fleeting second, I think it's so special. The next one is to acknowledge all the blessings. So a lot of people find, like I was saying earlier, a lot of people find it so easy to be able to complain or find the negative in things. And to be honest, sometimes it is a lot easier to be like, everything right now is going wrong, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, no matter how many things are going wrong, you have at least one thing going right. First of all, you're alive, and that's a blessing in and of itself. So acknowledging all the blessings that you have will truly help you to see how things are not all bad, and that you, like, for example, if you have family that loves you and cares about you. If you have a pet or something, if you have, I don't know, even like just simple pleasures, finding the simple pleasures in life and acknowledging how much of a blessing that the little things are will make you so much happier to just know, like, I'm doing okay, and I have these little things even if the big things aren't going right now. And if the big things are going right, then you are just winning. So yeah, the next thing, and I do this a lot, I think this is one of the reasons that I'm so happy, is because it's kind of two parts. First is acknowledging that no one is perfect. And I love this about myself, actually, because I feel like being normal or perfect is so boring. Like, what would I do? What would I do if I was perfect? I have no idea. That'd be terrible, actually. And the second part of that would be to make fun of yourself. And I don't like when I see people who are so serious about life and take life just so seriously. And obviously it's important in some situations, but don't take life so seriously. Like, have fun and make fun of yourself. I do this all the time. I will trip in public. Like I said, I'm really clumsy. And I will trip in public and like fall, and something that could be so embarrassing, I will sit on the floor laughing at myself. And I don't know, I just find it makes me so much happier to acknowledge that I am a big goofball and I'm not perfect, and there is my dog's trying to come in. There is a lot of things that I am not good at, and so when I mess up things up, it's amusing to me. I just take it as amusing, and I'm just like, girl, next time we have to either try something different or do a little bit better. And I don't know, it helps me to realize how simple life can be if you make it better. The last thing I do to keep myself happy is to challenge myself. And sometimes it can be well, challenging there, because that's the point of it. But after I challenge myself, I always feel so much happier, like stronger. Like, I'm on top of the world. I can do this. Nothing is impossible. Like, I just am on top of the world. So challenging yourself is such a good way to be happier, because like when you challenge yourself, like win or fail, success or mistake or failure, whatever, it will just show you that you have done something new or something out of your comfort zone, and even if it ends in a failure, you've learned something from it. And so that is what is truly amazing. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted it to be something simple and happy because one of my biggest passions in life is other people's happiness. Because, not lately, but as I've grown up, I realized how unhappy people are as adults and just with their lives, and some of it stems from like stuff that people go through like just as they get older, but honestly a lot of it just comes from the fact that when people grow up they feel like they have to be like grown up and like uptight and serious, and it's not. I feel like it's not like that. I feel like I'm probably gonna be a kid for the rest of my life, and I just really like making other people happy. So if I can make somebody happy by sending them a message on Facebook saying, hey, I was thinking about you, I miss you so much, or I saw your most recent picture, you look absolutely beautiful, just little stuff like that. If I can do one small thing to make somebody's day, it makes me happier, and me making somebody else's day makes my day, just knowing that I have the power to like make somebody else that happy. So just food for thought. Hopefully you guys got something out of this video and are excited for my next video. And yeah, that's it for this one, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright, love you guys. Catch you on the flip side. Last thing I do to keep myself happy. Okay, so my dog wanted to join me. He was really upset. I'm sorry.